Okay, you lovely people. I'm really showing my dedication here. I actually just started recording. Did the bellows and mortar trial and most of the next level before realising that I hadn't turned push to talk off and none of my voice was recorded. And where would you be without my lovely soothing tones to keep you company, eh? Your life wouldn't be worth living, would it? So, because I'm such a great guy, I quit the level there and then, and I'm going to restart it. I'm afraid you still won't get to see the mortar and bellows challenges, but they weren't really anything particularly interesting, mostly just killing squirts. I upgraded the shrine for absolutely no reason. And, oh shit.
The city, its riches nothing but fragments now. The skippers delivered us from the motherland.
Using the money I got for completing 2 more of those, I bought the leech aid and upgraded my guns, but now it looks like I can do some more, which is nice. Don't have anything pointy or greasy though, and they're the only weapons that matter, so let's head over to the shop. What? Oh, these are idols, okay, screw those. I don't think any of these are that interesting. Let's just buy some pointy greasy things, shall we? I'll leave it up to the imagination what exactly the pointy and greasy things are. I think I've given you the ingredients for your own joke there. Put them in a pan and cook them up. Something pointy is going to give me... That sounds nice. Throwing attack stunning could be a thing, because I found that's what I used to fight a lot of those flowers, and if they interrupts their constant needle spam, that would be good. Faster thrust attacks is a bit meh, so we'll go with the stun.
Make sure the pointy end's fastened on real tight.
Oh, 50% damage.
When you've
Nope.
got a solid balance, you've got what you need.
Absolutely no question there. Throw reload speed's nice, but compared to just a flat 50% more damage, it's a no-brainer. Right, let's go do this level again. This is the burnt stone quarry, where they quarry burnt stone.
Just takes 3 things to build the greatest city in the world.
Burnt stones.
It
Quarries.
takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Burstone Quarry.
Wasn't
The
far
aura
off.
tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. Same goes for its natives, Rattletails.
I know what I'm doing now. Makes it a lot easier. Oh, can I line it up to get both of them? Oh, maybe not.
Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit.
See, the thing is, that guy's got a little crystal. But I think if I try and get it... Yeah, he gets mad at me. That's fine, I can one-shot windbags now.
The
Are they
quarry
windbags?
came with a lifetime supply of windbags.
The
Windbags
gas fellas,
smaller
right?
than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks.
Yeah, it's because he mentions windbags that threw me off, but I think they're the gas fellas. Not sure that is stunning those. Probably doesn't work against them, I guess. Where's the other one of them? Oh, I like how... I didn't notice before, Leech Aid seems to work for the throwing attacks as well, so... Nice bit of cash out of that. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Got him. There's something over here. Yeah, one of those. These are weird.
There's more to it than that.
Just switching those, I don't know what that does.
Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
You can press the switches to move these around, but I mean, aside from giving me cover, I guess, I don't really see the point. Doesn't seem massively helpful.
They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
Get him, gas fella. Let's be over here. Okay. The big manly men with the pickaxes can't handle a simple plant. Is he gonna break out of there? I think I'm gonna have to let him out of there, aren't I?
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them.
Kind of interesting to do things a second time straight away, because you actually learn how the level works instead of just smashing your face into it.
Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags.
Why wouldn't you?
Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities.
Right. Flip this back now. See what these guys are guarding. Cool.
Even stink eyes started taking root in here.
How long it would take to... there's not that many hits to kill them with that, but probably still quicker. Using the old boo approach. I love that.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The
I don't know.
Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Maybe we offered them a really good deal.
It might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
Are they shooting each other? They are, aren't they? I guess I'll just wait then. Didn't realise I could stab through this rock. That's a helpful little mechanic. Nope, happy with that loadout, thank you. Could you guys just stop with the needles for a second, yeah? Huh. Didn't think they actually would. You know what, I think I'm probably quicker killing them with the pistols. Blap, blap, motherfucker. Oop.
On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground.
They look like elves, but they live like dwarves. Weird.
Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking.
Oop. Oh shit. I'm always surprised by the radius on those. I think the animation doesn't look... The explosion animation doesn't look as big as it actually is.
In any
Keeps me off guard a bit.
It's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
There we go. That was more effort than it should have been.
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen.
Guess I wasn't meant to press this one. Puzzle solved. Aha!
You know his cores. single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district.
Screw it. I actually meant to just step out into the bullet fire then. It just conveniently stopped just as I did that. Let's pretend it was skill though. Let's pretend my timing's perfect.
The smaller ones, we call them shards.
So you think there'll be quite a few shards here then, wouldn't you? This is where they come from. This is the source. Doesn't appear to be the case, but maybe it's been a bit overmined. Okay.
The shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland.
Russia?
Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use.
Fair enough then, I guess. What does this do? Makes everything go a bit creepily red. That's fine.
Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him.
Did you try rolling? Oh shit. Jesus. Oh yeah, that's it. Just send some normal mobs at me as well. It's just what I need when I can't even deal with this guy on his own. Reload faster! Thankfully he doesn't seem to have a great deal of health. Yeah, that was over a lot quicker than I expected.
Are you alright? It says.
Down the hall. The hall? Down here, I guess.
It's him.
Uh-oh.
I've come to warn you, he says.
What, you gonna tell me to back off? You gonna fuck with this? My hands are bigger than your head.
The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
I can't let you do that, Star Fox.
But he ain't about to be deterred.
Later,
If that's the
nerd.
way it is, he says, then I won't stop you.
Like to see you
Because
try.
my countrymen will.
Dun dun dun! It's amazing how many of the Aura survived, really. I suppose if they were all underground, they might have been better at surviving the calamity than regular dudes were. I don't know. Zolf discovered the origins of the calamity after decoding a journal Zia got from her father.
Say what you will about Zolf, but he's a man of his word.
Oh no!
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though.
That's fine, because I can apparently just stab them in the face quite easily.
Zolf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge.
Got him. Bastion's looking good. I've seen worse Bastions in my time. Still got a floor. What more do you need?
They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back.
Who knew there was a way of reaching the Bastion without just falling out of the sky?
I should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl.
Well, she's an Aura too. They just want her for breeding purposes. Okay, maybe that's not as reassuring as it should be. Whoopsie-daisy.
Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out, and it's eating away in this place.
It's fine.
To stop it, but we needed help.
My pets have got this. We're done here. I'm not even sure I need to be here. That bull's just destroying everything. Any more?
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing.
Well, I pressed the B button a lot.
It didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked.
Oh no. Zolf, you're a
find
dick.
each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story.
I think the whole plan backfired. As I say, the Aura seem fine. Still plenty of them about. The only two Caelondians in the game, as far as I can recall, are these two. So I'd call that a bit of a backfire if you wipe out pretty much all of your own people. Well, I guess we'll put this in.
The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
And how do we do that?
What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home.
I'm sad now. Oh well, I'll just replace it with this gramophone. There we go. Turn off the sinister ambient noise and replace it with this. It's like Zia's still with me. We've got something to upgrade still, haven't we?
The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
What's the tracker snare then? Sophisticated snare and get it instantly springs to immobilize foes. I could immobilize foes, or I could just kill them. I'm alright with my little pet, thanks.
One last shard.
And Squirt. Incidentally, Squirt is also a very funny name, but it just kind of gets overshadowed by P.E.K.K.A. It's unfortunate, really. Otherwise, I could have had a lot of fun with it. Can I... How much do... Oh, I've actually got one of these. Both of those are very nice. Probably go for the knockback one. But yeah, I need to double my income for that. And also for that. So, both of those are off limits at the moment. Unless... Completed 3 more. Very nice.
The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The brushers, they moved in shadows, but the calamity found them. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
Doing pretty well. Doing most of these. Oh, right, so... Access... I get 3,000 if I do a level with a trial. That's tempting. Use the forge to upgrade several weapons to 3rd level. How many? Oh, 5, okay. Might do that. If I'm going to get 2,000, getting to 3rd level isn't that expensive. None of the weapon-specific ones reward too much. Probably not really worth my time. Six more secret skills for that one. And... yeah, just play a little bit more for that one. I'm getting close then.
Sometimes I want to ask him, why do any of this. But truth is, I don't want to know.
Because I enjoy killing things, is why. So what's... That's nearly 3rd level. That is 3rd level. So I've got those 3 at 3rd. I'll upgrade this once more then.
Points just don't get any sharper than that.
And this? Oh, that's cheaper. Let's upgrade the repeater. And more
Turns
ammo.
out those old bones still have some spark in them.
More damage.
Now
More
you can
ammo.
shoot that fang repeater all day long.
I don't know if that actually cost me more than the 2,000 I'm going to get for this, but whatever. I'm doing things.
Inspiration. A forge can fashion anything.
So now with my newfound cash, I can
That'll spice things up next time he gets in trouble.
do that. 3,000 left over, very nice. Should we just buy stuff for completion's sake? Yeah, let's do it. There we go. At least now I can see a little bit better what I still need to buy from the store. Right. Okay. Onwards and upwards, I suppose.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Damn right we do. To the Urzendra Gate. For the final shard.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand.
It is a mess. I'm not going to deny it. Bastion's a bit fucked. My pet singer-songwriter's gone.
And he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that.
Can't see what I'm shooting at. Hoping I'm hitting something. Screw it. Spear's better. Cool. Leech Aid is so good. Can I just reiterate how good Leech Aid is? Like, I got hit so much there, and I'm still very nearly on full health. Oh, I'm here now.
At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. I never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out.
I mean, that's admirable, but an end to war. By killing everyone who isn't you. I mean, it's a method. What I'm doing. Need to get behind it. It's a good thing they like always drop health potions because I'm really bad at fighting
There's a
them.
lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now.
Is this not the city? Looks like I'm back in the city to me, but maybe I'm wrong. That was a lady. It had a lady voice. I hadn't noticed that before. Classic chauvinist scum game dev. Making the men the melee warriors and the women the rangers. Honestly. When will we be getting our big manly women with great swords? That's what I want to know.
Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit.
There's dollars in those crates, but I'm not sure it's worth my time smashing them.
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
Actually lost a bit of health there. Probably need to be a bit more careful. Or not. Either way's fine. Barjo!
A brilliant young scientist named Ven.
Tell me more about Ven.
Ven worked for the Mansers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer.
Tell me more about the knives in the city's drawer. Fine, don't. See if I care.
With his help, the Mansers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash.
Tell me more about sealing Ura tunnels shut in a flash.
Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone.
I know I should be getting up to fight this guy now, but I'm kind of amused by the fact I can just lie here and he just stands there watching me sleep. Hello. Whatever. I got him. It's the important thing. Nothing down here? No. Is that a thing? There's 2 health. Good, thanks, I guess. I completed the country.
This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
So only if I fancy cutting my life into pieces. Because I mean, that is my last resort. You know, like suffocation, no breathing. But I don't give a fuck if you cut or you're bleeding. This is my last resort.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own.
And what were these plans? Care to elaborate? You do like your pauses, don't you? Dramatic pause.
He sabotaged the Mansers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces.
That'll teach him. I mean, he could have just not built it in the first place, but who am I to judge? I'm no scientist. Bye then.
Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger.
Yeah, it must have sucked, I guess.
But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. Honestly.
This guy was riding on like a magic ice carpet. Also, I totally want his spear. My spear's cool and all, but his is all like red and edgy. I could be like a modern World of Warcraft character. This seems like a trap. Oh well, see what happens. Well, he wasted no time.
The Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front.
What's going on? Where did this come from?
For now, Kid has little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off.
Oh, okay. So genocide. I mean, yeah, that is more or less what I've been doing so far. Butchering every aura I
First
see.
things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. See ya.
Honestly, like, I'm not sure how he justifies this.
Laura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Like, yeah, okay, they came and they smashed up my shit and they kidnapped my waifu, but they've not killed any of my people. And I've just been out there and, like, what? Must have been 20 easily. Probably more. Just butchered them. Because what? I wanted a glowy crystal. Because some old man told me to get one. The kid's not a nice guy.
The country. She's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
Anything new in here? Something fancy and something wrong. It's all something wrong. I've not really got anything else to spend my money on. I suppose I could just upgrade some other weapons for kicks, but it's not like I'm going to use them. Kind of loser switches weapons.
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Did I not just get the last shard? Oh no, that guy stole it, didn't he? I think that's what happened. I really should pay more attention. Zia detected.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me.
Can I just draw attention to what that loading screen said? Don't know if you read it, but it said something along the lines of, once Zulf attacked the Bastion, Rooks began work on a secret weapon. Rooks really is a shady motherfucker.
The Hura's border blockade ain't much to speak of, but it's got a nice view.
Can I have that? I don't know what it is, but I want it.
He finds his moment to strike. They never saw him coming.
I think they did, honestly. They were hitting me before I was hitting them, and this is the Calamity Cannon, and I remember this weapon.
He gets his hands on the care package I sent him.
I guess that's the weapon Rooks was making. But yeah, this weapon, it's like, I like my pistols, don't get me wrong. But from what I remember, this weapon is so damn good you can't not use it. Do I? Oh. These?
Laura found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Sultan's Hollow.
But now I can shoot Calamity.
They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy even.
Laser death beams?
Still, they ain't used to having visitors around.
I mean, look at this.
They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
It's a weapon of mass destruction. Which I suppose if it is somehow linked to the Calamity, that would make sense. Is that what the Calamity was? Was it just Rooks with this cannon? Just going around shooting shit? I wouldn't know, I was asleep.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
That way triggers dialogue, this way is the loot route.
Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
That wasn't a good shot. That was a bit better. Yeah, as I say, I'd love to go back to my pistols, but I can't not use this. Look at that, he only one-shot it.
Little rattletail pets on the kid.
I do get a bit overconfident when using it though, to be fair.
Those
Took a lot of damage there.
just a bump in the road.
Whoops. So I'm not very good with it either. It doesn't lock on. I can't just hammer my button and kill everything. I mean, to be fair, the spear is two-shotting these, so maybe one-shotting them isn't that impressive.
Now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Kid returns their greeting tenfold.
Easy. But I think I want to go down here. It looks like there's something to be had.
Kid's picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
Huh. Stabbed it so hard it ceased to exist.
Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow.
What is...
They're easy targets.
These are new.
The Ura keep hanging on to the barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther.
What you get for having a homeland. Oh shit. Where did that come from? Sure that wasn't there a minute ago. So yeah, slight problem with this weapon. I do occasionally massively hit myself with it.
Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Would you stop? It's rude if nothing else. All I'm trying to do is smash shit. Is that so bad? Bit of shit smashing. It's what I live for, let's face it. It's why we play video games. Breaking shit. If it has, you know, a compelling story or interesting gameplay or whatever, then that's a nice bonus, but we're really just there to smash shit.
Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening.
I mean, you would be, wouldn't you?
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid.
Losers. Good thing that guy was completely oblivious.
Had us pegged all wrong.
Stop killing me!
Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
Was that what we're doing? I've just been kind of blindly doing what Rook's told me to do, without any sort of, without ever questioning it, to be honest.
Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over.
I mean, it didn't really have to be. As I say, you really did escalate the situation. They really didn't do anything nearly as bad as this.
It's not the time to get reckless.
What, you think throwing yourself off a cliff into the bottomless void is reckless?
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better.
Which way? I think this way.
Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
I mean, that might have been nice, yeah. Keep secrets from people, then when they find them out, they're probably going to be a bit pissed.
Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry.
Yeah, kinda.
Beyond angry.
Absolutely. Once again, pretty certain I'm the bad guy now.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
That's a pretty callous way of looking at it, if I'm honest, Rooks. I'm not sure I ever picked up on how much of an asshole Rooks is. I was just too massively erect, to be honest, at the sound of his
As the hour grows,
sexy narrative. Is that what that is? Big gun. Mine's bigger.
Bad for them. Our guns are bigger still.
Hey, I just made that pun. I knew it wasn't even a pun. Wasn't even anything. Couldn't call it a joke in any manner, really. Whatever it is, I did it first. Supergiant stealing from me.
All those dreams snuffed out in the calamity. We'll bring them back.
Suddenly realised I was low on health tonics and decided to play a little bit more defensively there.
Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where it finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now.
You sad? Why are you sad? This place is quite pretty. Probably also quite cold, to be fair. But I mean, certainly no worse than Prosper Bluff. Plus you're around your kinsman. So that's good, right?
Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people.
Right.
You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
And was it? Please elaborate.
Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back.
Once again, they didn't lose as much as we did. 2 Ceylondians, both male. Just saying.
I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drag up painful memories for you. Christ, just wanted some input. Mansa missile. An experimental ordnance that breaks into a cluster of explosives on impact, spreading destruction. A small-scale prototype of the device that caused the calamity. This seems like a sensible thing to use. Let's fire this. Okay, we're upgrading this shit. Rockets will not launch automatically is nice. I don't really need knockback, actually. We'll take that.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
More blast radius or more charge up speed? Take the charge up speed.
Now, who would have taught a kid to do a thing like that?
I don't know, probably some elderly arsehole. Did I? No, I didn't get a thing. I got a Zia. I don't know why this was dancing at me.
Power. Now that's a scary combination.
Sure.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Dazzle terminals. That's the end, boys. Just quickly do this, though. I don't know how long I've been recording, but I figure 1 level left. Even I can't.
Dora probably didn't know they were being watched from Manser Observatory.
Even I can't milk a video out of that.
Perfect spot to test something no one's meant to know about. Only trouble was something about the place drove the windbags crazy.
Good shot. Jesus Christ. Wow, I'm bad at this.
Best stand well clear of that
fine. It's fine.
If a thing like that takes getting used to, gotta point her in the right direction.
I get the feeling I might not even get a bronze on this one.
When the windbags caused enough trouble, the Mansers conducted their most secretive research far east of the city.
Right, okay, so we can't actually let these be destroyed. It's not just a defeat as many as you can before they're all destroyed sort of thing. It's literally a... Really have to kill 70 of these. You know how I was saying there's no way I'll be able to eke an extra video out?
Cause a lot of collateral damage with her being careful.
Starting to think maybe I could. Just an hour of me doing this. Oh, hit it! Hit it!
The more crowded it gets, the more trouble you can cause with a single shot.
This is hard. This is really hard. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm not a very good shot, but there's a lot of them coming, right? These are big numbers of... He did call them windbags. These must be windbags then. I guess gas fellas are the... Would you fight me, please? As soon as you let one through... Ah, got an extra chance. Then you're just leaking them all. You're playing catch up. I think this is beyond my meagre abilities, if I'm honest. Can I just leave? Are you gonna let me leave, or do I have to do this? Huh. Well, I guess I'm trapped here forever now. Like, genuinely, I think if I quit game and restarted, I'd still just be on this level. So I guess I have to do this now. I've committed. Guess I'm gonna have to get good, as they say. Three just put Space Invaders to shame now. No, shoot it! Thank you. I'm not saying anything. I know this looks like it's going quite well, but I really don't. See what happens. See what happens. It's all ogre now. Oh yeah, I'm memeing. You can't stop me memeing. Yeah, there we go. 36 left. Got about halfway that time. I mean, it's an improvement. I'm getting better. A little better all the time. I never was particularly good at leading my shots. I think first-person shooters with anything that doesn't instantly teleport the bullet to the enemy, and I tend to have trouble. Shit. Shit. I had another weapon so I could get them off the monuments without having to blow the monument up. That would be helpful. Here's another one. Stay back, foul fiends. Yep, this is it. Game over. 18 left that time. That was close. That was what, 3/4 of them? So based on my my progression, should do it this time, right? Maybe I'm charging my shots for too long. Although you do have to charge it a little bit, or it doesn't fire at all. Ah, well, that's that one gone. This is probably it now. They're going to start mustering. I was such a fan of mustering. Pretty certain it's illegal in some states. Jesus Christ, still 42 left. That was further along than that. Probably should have picked the bigger blast radius upgrade now, I'm thinking. Ah, killed myself. Whoops! Can I just let them hit that and... Well, that was better still. Literally getting better with every attempt. Couldn't get much worse. This is really, really hard compared to all the others. I mean, obviously, I know I don't think I got first place prize for any of them. So I'm not saying I cakewalked them or anything, but I was at least finishing them. I guess this is the end game now. That's where shit gets real. Fire it! Fire! Worth it. It's annoying because they all group up at the start, but I'm too busy dealing with the ones that have got past me to be able to shoot the ones that are coming. That's it, you go, we'll go over there. Group up. I was hoping to take out a few more with that shot.
Not much left of the smoke clears.
It counted. Thank God it counted. Oh well. If you wanna say I succeeded, Bastion, I'm not gonna argue. I'm really, really not gonna argue.
If the power of the calamity is safe in anybody's hands, it's safe in his. Part of the rippling walls floated by, so I caught the kid's old knapsack.
Huh. Stop giving me extra things to do. I wanted to finish this goddamn game. Let's upgrade our cannon a bit more. No, we can't afford to do that. Never mind. Anything new in store? Nope. Just,
The Lancers, they knew everything, even if it cost them.
Can I afford it now? Nope. God damn, that's expensive. Let's do this then.
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened.
Oh, press start and select return to Bastion to back out of areas. Wish I'd known that sooner.
Zolf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again. For the last time.
He looks very sad. Understandable, I guess. Hello. Oh, goodbye. Right, what's coming at me then? Anything? Oh, should have guessed, really. These have slightly more health than the ones I was fighting on the last level.
They met on the worst day of Zolf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
Here's the weapon of choice for these, to be honest. As fantastic as the Calamity Cannon is, it's
It wasn't the first time Zolf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him.
Everyone in this game has a tragic backstory. Speaking of backstories, I can't help but notice that Rooks doesn't seem to have one. I mean, I'm at the end of the game now, so I hardly think I'm going to get a bonus level for him now.
He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tassel terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there.
He stole from a missionary. What would Jesus say to that?
He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in.
What a nice missionary.
That missionary raised Zolf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
Oh yeah, I remember my mercy lessons in high school. Those tiny ones. You know, actually, I've learnt from Zelda that generally attacking the little chickens around the place is not a good idea. Wonder if I wouldn't have had to fight the rest of these if I'd just not attacked the first one.
When the missionary passed away, Zolf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia.
Well, he's not doing very good at that job, is he? I didn't really notice what that did last time I used it. It's really something. Really something.
Zolf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen. And listen they did.
Idiots. That cannon shot, special one. It's spectacular. I'm still not sure it's actually better than Squirt Bow, but then I'm not sure anything is.
And argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people.
I enjoyed watching that guy fall down there. It was nice. It's the shrinking sprite. Whoa, what? I expected him to fall. Turns out he doesn't. Whatever.
However, Zolf felt he could only do so much in the Tassel terminals. He needed Ceylandia to know the Ura had changed.
And how did he go about doing that, pray tell? Hell is this guy doing? Fucking steam-powered aura.
He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land.
Savage as fuck, mate. Don't know if those can hurt me, but I figured it's probably best not to stick around and try and find out. Oh, still a turret.
The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zolf saw the rippling walls on the horizon.
Well, that was his first mistake. Should have stayed in the terminals where he belonged, but no.
He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular.
One city or one people? This is a lot of chickens. This is... I'm quite partial to a bit of chicken myself, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel this is unnecessary. I don't know why I keep trying to hit them with that. There we go. That one did the trick. Point blank calamity shot.
This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zolf. She told him she knew all the city's best kept secrets.
What's that? Racial mixing. Can't have that. It's dangerous. The guy just poisoned me. Kind of hard to tell because my screen was too blurry from the poison.
The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zolf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Ceylandian style.
What? Oh, it's one of those. That looked weird. I somehow didn't register what that was for a minute there. Can I just shoot this in the face and it still take damage? No. Worth a try though. Figured if any weapon could penetrate one of these, then it will be the Calamity Cannon.
He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
How long do you think it'll be until I have to fight two of those at once? Oh shit! That did more damage to me than I expected, gonna be honest. Maybe it's that dude who's doing more damage to me than I expected. Seemed a bit tough.
He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Ceylandian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong.
What was wrong? I mean, it's not going to end well, is it? Let's face it. No one has a happy backstory in this game. We've already been over this. Is there another? There is. Missed this. This is mad. Being constantly shelled.
He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down.
Oh, the cataclysm happened. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, that didn't kill that. Okay. I've just noticed the Calamity Cannon is only doing as much damage as a spear crit. It's actually not as ridiculous as I thought. I mean, it's still pretty ridiculous, especially considering that splash damage, but I thought it was like 200 or something. Straight up one-shots everything in the game, but it's not quite that bad.
Was frozen, air thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes.
I suppose that's got to suck.
his wife-to-be asleep inside her home. But when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky.
That's unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Shit. When will I learn? Probably never. I mean, there's only one level of this game left. I doubt I'll learn anything in that time. Jesus. Some of these have so much health on them. Jesus Christ. Well, that was my last healing potion. Screw it. Got him.
And so Zolf returned to where he proposed in the Hanging Gardens. And there he stood, as if the gods would answer him.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I thought I still had one more to do. It's like, well, this is going to be risky. I would have used my continue and everything, but no, it's cool. It's cool, we're done. We're moving on. Mine, Voyager.
Okay. As for that man, who knows?
Who knows indeed? Not I. Not I. Wanna know what I do now?
Good thing I didn't throw away the manual.
I know how to shoot a fucking cannon. And that's all you really need in these trying times. Onwards to the Tazzle terminals. Oh, I'm ready. I was born ready.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away.
Also, he's mute.
But he'll be alright.
I'm not sure I will. Probably going to blow myself up with the Calamity Cannon, if we're honest.
Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home.
Well, I'm glad I came this way, just so I could get ambushed by that douchebag.
The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there.
Because that's where his people live.
The place was his home.
Well, and that, I suppose.
All his old friends and family were there.
And I'm killing them all. No remorse.
Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting.
Oh, what a time for a level up. Oh shit. Didn't go as I expected. Damage this by rolling out. Oh. Yeah, that was a bit weird.
All we can do is sit and talk. Well?
Well, what? Pretty certain there was more than 3 of them a second ago. You can really scratch my face. Now there's the rest.
Oh wait. Poor kid.
Probably not something you want to admit.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Who are you talking to? I mean, this is a nice little bit of narration, but I suppose, yeah, Zia's back there now, isn't she? Yeah, my bad, sorry. Carry on. You two have your little conversation while I go off and save the world. That's fine, I guess.
There's another reason I've been telling you all this.
Okay, what now?
There's something I want you to understand.
Here we go.
When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete.
Yeah, we know that. That wasn't exactly a revelation.
This disease the Arab planted here will go away.
What disease? Oh, just the whatever's corrupting the Bastion, I guess.
What happens to Zolf will no longer matter.
Callous much? Nice of this game to give me so many black tonics.
Zealandia will be whole again.
I went down fast there. Not gonna lie, I
Everything will be back to normal.
didn't get much breathing room.
Everyone will be alright.
Really? That seems unlikely.
Problem is, we'll all be gone.
Oh. I didn't remember
We're not
that.
gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop.
So we'll what? Cease to exist? In order to bring back Zealandia? You know, the people who made a weapon of mass destruction and committed genocide? I'm not entirely comfortable with that idea. But thanks for putting me on this path, Rooks. That's
Things will go back to the way they used to be.
generous of you. Shit. That moves too fast. There we go.
That's the power of the Bastion.
The Bastion.
This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. You follow me?
Okay. I'm not sure I do, if I'm honest. I mean, yeah, you're talking to Zia, so technically, if I'm in character, I'm not hearing this. I'm completely
You be your
breaking
old
RP
self
here.
again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Oh, okay, so we won't cease to exist, we'll just revert to our past selves. That's completely different. You should have prefaced it with that. You made that sound far worse than it was. And this roll, this jump's a bit fruity. This way? Oh, all roads lead to Rome, I guess. This isn't going to end well. Let's shoot it that way. Worth it. Got leech more health back than I took. Hang on, line this up. There.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them.
That'll be nice. It would be nice. I mean, I think the kid is pretty much shafted either way, right? He's just like living out in the middle of nowhere on his own anyway, so probably doesn't matter much to him. I imagine Zia and Zolf will quite like another go though.
No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard.
A bit extreme, isn't it?
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand?
I thought it was just since the calamity happened. Is it actually your entire life from scratch?
Wouldn't you agree? Well,
I mean, personally, yeah, that sounds swell, but
I guess there's nothing more to say.
I guess there isn't. These guys are really hard. And I really can't use
Come
that.
on, keep your chin up.
Wait, I thought I already used one. I just get infinite chances. This game casual scum. Oh. Oh well, got him.
Who am I kidding?
Well, I never expected you to shut up.
There's something else.
There's always
A
something else.
confession.
Go on, confess. Confess your undying love for me. We all know it. These 10 XPs really matter. Don't judge me. Aha. Secrets. Secret enemy turret. Well worth the detour. Fuck. Oh, come on, Joe. Come on, get your game together. There we go. Hello.
How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Because you are Satan. You designed it, I
I
assume.
designed the place, but that's beside the point.
Called it a millisecond before he said it. Did you also cause the calamity? I think you did, didn't you, Rooks? I think you did. I think you're a bad man.
There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it.
I suppose that's true. It's over here. Oh, just a evil Satan platform. That's nice. God, I love this platforming.
So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Absolutely nothing.
The answer is... I don't know.
Oh, well, that's a good answer. A fair and honest answer. Not really the one we wanted to hear, though.
You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's alright. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
I can't think why she'd possibly want to do that, if I'm honest. With a mute sociopath and a creepy old man. I think, you're implying a bit too much there.
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Why not? Okay.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders.
This
Can't
takes up
just let it go.
both my weapon slots. But goddamn. God damn, is it a ram? Ramadan.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking.
Look at that walk animation. He's just shuffling along with his ram. So what's this other function of the Bastion? I feel like going back in time is probably a pretty good idea, but yeah, your whole point about it just happening again, I mean, we'd all still make the same actions, right?
Blew out, and we couldn't repair it. We could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here.
Right. But what? Is there an away from here?
Ain't it?
Kinda, yeah. Are we talking about the ram or the plot? I like how the ram has a ram's head on it, by the way. That's an amazing visual pun. I salute it.
Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city.
So we go back in
Together.
time, probably repeat our past mistakes, and not solve anything. Or we fly away.
You know, Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you?
So remember what I said about the Calamity Cannon being a weapon of mass destruction? I'm beginning to feel like maybe the ram... Jesus! Maybe the ram has it outclassed.
Zolf and the Ura, all they want now is to see the Bastion fall.
I think they'd want to use it for themselves, really, wouldn't you? Doesn't let me walk off the edge here. I guess there must be something. Something. There must be something. But yeah, it's pretty vindictive of the
Zolf
Aura.
dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Celandia.
I love how a large
Can't
log.
imagine the city would try to wipe the Ura out.
A large log is basically a better weapon than a cannon built out of a weapon of mass destruction. But hey, video games.
Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he?
Oh, oh. Do you mind, dogs? You're ruining the mood.
He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn you, kid.
You did, that's true. I don't know why. I don't know what he felt he owed me. And I think even by that point I've been killing all of its friends for a while, so... where do I go from here? Problem with this ram is it takes roughly a day to walk anywhere. Oh. Stop going fast! Stop it, Sonic! Is that what you got?
For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter.
You know what? Well, I did hit him, I think. I hit something around there anyway.
It ain't a simple matter of pride either.
That guy was a man. Jesus. His ram's one-shot basically everything else it's hit. Including that. Oh, we got the shard now.
One thing's for sure. The Urag can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Oh no. I knew this was coming, but it's still kind of makes me sad. Now I can abandon him. Or can leave my only weapon behind and save the guy who betrayed me. It's tempting. I mean, he's got it coming, right? But then again, what kind of hero would I be if I didn't save at least one of the aura?
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, then Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight.
Where are we going then, Zolf? Can I hit things with Zolf? Probably isn't quite as effective as the ram, but...
Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright.
I mean, I've got to get back alive for that to happen, right?
You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
Well, I'm defenseless and slow. I keep healing for some reason, though. Oh god. Please stop. Oh, I'm out of potions. They stopped.
I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open wide, feel your heart and it's glowing.
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
In a way.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days?
Well.
Hey, kid.
Took a lot of arrows there.
Get up, kid.
That's a lot to ask of someone who's just been shot multiple times. I'm struggling here, bro.
Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up.
I'm trying.
That's more like it.
Made of pretty stern stuff.
Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. Can't believe you brought him back again. Bet you had to do more than say please this time.
Didn't have to do much of anything. You know, aside from all the getting shot.
The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
Well, we made one decision, and that worked out quite well. Saved Zulf, and the Aura seemed happy to let me do it.
Don't be shy now.
There's still one more decision to make, of course.
Hey, kid.
Seem to suddenly have a lot more things to talk to him about.
Zulf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it.
I guess I'm the Marshal now.
Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
By going back in time.
You made it.
She has a voice.
Zulf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed.
I didn't remember that. I thought Rooks was the only voice-acted character in this game. You know, aside from the singing.
When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
Guess that's true for you. Kinda true for me too. Rooks kinda seems set on the time travel thing there.
You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you.
Or
Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore.
the motherland. I guess there is a place beyond here. What's your input?
So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world.
A lot of people dead though. A lot of people dead. But what Rook said about repeating past mistakes. I mean, that seems likely, right? You were to reset, all your memories would be gone. You wouldn't be able to prevent the calamity from just happening again. So, we're leaving.
Oh, mother. And here I figured you'd had enough of me by now.
Never. Not with that voice.
You could have undone the calamity itself. But instead you want to stay. In a world like this.
Want is a strong word. Better
I
option.
gotta
though.
admit, kid, I ain't yet put much thought in that idea. But carrying on, with you here, we can't go back no more. But I suppose we could go wherever we please.
There is that motherland I keep hearing about.
And if anyone's left out there, I sure would like to see the look on their faces.
Looks like there's a city
We
just over
got
there.
This thing right on that doorstep. Getting ahead of myself, though. I'm gonna need a first mate. What do you say?
I say I'm the fucking captain, you're the first mate. That's what I say. the start, you left it burning for me, mother and me. Well, that was Bastion. Still one of my favourite games of all time. Still hits me right in the feels. What more is there to say? Aside from the fact that when I inevitably play this game again, I'm certain I will, I'll still save Zulf. Because, it's hard to be an arsehole in this game, it really is. Despite all my complaints about the kid being an arsehole. It's such a nice little game. It really is. And Supergiant, it's probably my favourite developer right now. This game, as I say, one of my favourites of all time. Transistor, certainly up there. I really look forward to playing Pyre now. This has rekindled my interest in playing their other games. I mean, I've got Transistor I could replay as well, but I think I might leave that one a bit longer yet. I might have to splash out and buy myself Pyre. That might be a video coming soon to a YouTube near you. Anywho, here's some credits. Aren't they good? I was quite liking all those little painted concept art pictures, I guess. They weren't really concept art, they were just like almost like a picture book that were coming up earlier. I was too busy rambling to comment on them though. Actually, more people worked on this game than I expected, although I suppose a lot of it's probably going to be publishing and marketers and all the boring stuff. Jennifer Stump. Steve Chalk, Vice President of Finance. Did a good job with the financing. Kept the game afloat. Thank you, Steve. Russell Aarons, of course, the Worldwide Marketing Senior Vice President. He marketed it worldwide. Which is good. Has to be done. Of course, don't forget the Marketing and PR Director, Hester Westlife? That guy. He also marketed it, but he didn't do it as worldwide as the other guy did, unfortunately. It was small scale marketing. I really don't know what half these jobs are, if I'm honest. I'm sure they're all very important. Grease the wheels, you know. And there's a cog. It's a good cog. And it's a good game. Is that the end? Are we there? looks like I've unlocked things. Okay, well, thanks for watching, people. That's another glorious Let's Play concluded. Had some fun with Bastion. Hit my nostalgia pretty hard. It seems odd to me that I'd have nostalgia for a game that was released in 2012 or whenever it was, somewhere around there. But I guess time makes fools of us all. Anyway, I'll be back before you know it with an Avencast video, and then we'll see what else we can Let's Play. Obviously, Pyre is on the horizon, but there'll be others. There's always other games. There's a lot of games out there, just waiting for me to ramble over. And I'll see you all soon. Have a good day. Joe out.